Disturbing. I'm Messy Cup. Welcome to Unfiltered. That's how one model described right-wing provocateur Candace Owens late last week after her comments about a new ad from Skims went viral. Owens, you might remember, was one of Kanye West's defenders, while everybody else was expressing deep concern and disgust over his anti-Semitism. Even her boss, Daily Wire founder Ben Shapiro, couldn't defend Owens' defense. Or maybe you know her as the woman who complained that women don't make their husbands sandwiches anymore. Or who said she might have grounds to sue the family of George Floyd for emotional distress. Or who said racism is over because, well, she's never been a slave. However you've had the displeasure of running into something Candace Owens has said, I'm sure you regret it. But there's something almost impressive about Owens' uncanny ability to troll the left, attempting to own them with things like anti-Semitism, racism, sexism, and bigotry. In other words, all the things the left already believes that the right embodies. Walking right into their generalizations seems like an odd flex. But her latest attempt at owning the left seems to have backfired. On her podcast, she went after a nearly year-old ad for the Kardashian shapewear company, Skims. The ad featured a woman in a wheelchair wearing their new inclusive adaptive line of underwear and shapewear. This was offensive to Owens, who complained, I don't really understand how far we're going to take this inclusivity thing. We are being ridiculous, America. She continued, I really don't get it. And if I'm wrong, educate me. Well, people did. The model who starred in the ad campaign, Haley Rosa, actress Christina Applegate, who suffers from MS, and countless others on social media all schooled Owens on why this ad was actually a good thing and not a threat to America. See, this adaptive new line features more comfortable closures and side snaps, making it easier for people in wheelchairs to get into shapewear and underwear. That might not sound ridiculous or terrifying to you, but that's because you're thinking rationally. While it's bad that Owens makes ignorant and trolling arguments like this, it's also very revealing. See, Owens likes to talk a lot about socialism. She hates it, and it's lurking around every corner, apparently. She much prefers capitalism, and she talks about it a lot. You can watch her argue with Russell Brand about the virtues of capitalism. You can watch her explain why capitalism and free markets are why we need Donald Trump. And you can read her 2020 book in which she writes glowingly about free markets, capitalism, and entrepreneurship. So it's kind of weird that Owens is picking this fight, isn't it? Isn't this clothing line an example of an entrepreneur identifying a gap in the marketplace and filling it? Isn't this supply and demand? Isn't this capitalism? It's funny when your knee-jerk obsession with owning the libs runs smack into what's supposed to be your political positions. When culture wars become more important than principles and policies, you get the kind of garbage that Owens loves to traffic in. Who cares if it makes any sense? All that matters is that it offends the right people. That's it for me. See you next week.